Hello and welcome. My screen name is Covert Muffin. We're going to set up the Ori and the Blind Forest randomizer, and then in some extra videos we are going to look at various aspects of the rando to make sure that you have the most enjoyable experience with your first couple seeds. So that being said, in this one in particular, we're just going to be going over setup. So if you already have it set up, you just skip the rest of this video. Cool. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is we need to track down where our definitive edition is located for the base game, okay? Mine is located in program x86, Steam Apps, Common, Ori DE, okay? You need the definitive edition of the game. If you try and use the vanilla game, it's not gonna work, so we need the definitive edition, okay? So what you're going to do, the first thing, is you are going to create a shortcut of this folder. Okay, of the Ori DE folder. And this is just going to expedite the process of creating and starting new seeds as soon as possible. Okay, cool. So now that we have this folder here, perfect, we're going to put that aside, and we are going to go in and grab the files necessary to be able to make this work. Okay, so in order to find said files, you're going to go to orirando.com. Shouldn't matter what web browser. I like to use Chrome. That's basically it. And here we're at sort of the great hub of all the information you would ever want, as well as being able to download and generate random seeds, okay? So up here, if you don't want to watch a video setup tutorial, there is a start playing button here, which will tell you in the most basic cliff notes possible how to set this up as quickly as possible and get you into running your first seed, okay? There's also this help button here, which takes you to a really useful page where there's a link for the Ori Discord, for the Speedrunning Discord, excuse me, the installing the randomizer for Steam and GOG versions, generating your first seed, and all of these little helpful sort of tips and glitches and stuff like that, yada, yada, yada. And then here is a little bit more in-depth text description of how to set it up to make it function, okay? But I'm just gonna cover most things in here anyway, so you can just watch this video, okay? The next important drop down here that's going to appear on both of these pages is going to be this Downloads tab. So go ahead and click that, and then go down to Rando DLL 3.3.0, or whatever version ends up showing up. You just want the latest one, and Ico's really good about updating it, okay? So after you click this, it's going to download a file, and you are going to get a prompt to ask you to keep or discard. You want to keep it, of course. And then you can just go ahead and drag and drop it to your desktop. Hooray! So this assembly file is like kind of the brains of the operation. It modifies aspects of the game that allow us to make the randomizer possible for Ori. Cool. So now we're going to go back to the folder, right? We can move the seed generator. We're going to talk about the seed generator in another video. Cool. So go back to your Ori DE folder, and then we need to replace this file that we just downloaded. So go to Ori DE_data from the main folder, and then go into managed from there. And voila, there it is, assembly C#, okay? So with this assembly C#, this is very important file to make the base game work. So just make sure you either move it to another folder, back it up somewhere, okay? Or you can just simply rename it. So what I just renamed this is base or leaderboard, right? So that you don't end up accidentally mixing up the DLLs, and clearly labeling it allows you to remember exactly where you placed it. But just renaming it is fine. Then you're going to drag and drop the assembly C# that you downloaded from orirando.com in here. You're going to rename it, if there's like a number or something, to assembly-c#.dll. Cool. Congratulations, you did it. So now we are all set up for the Ori and the Blind Forest randomizer. You can just go back to your base folder, and then in the next video, we're going to talk about the seed generator and sort of setting up your first seed. See you there.